Hello everyone. Another chicken soup for the soul video for my lovely students. The other day I was watching an interview by the famous Bollywood director Imtiaz Ali, and he was relating an anecdote related to Manisha Koirala. I'm sure you're all aware of the actress Manisha Koirala. There is a very famous quote in English. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Now I'll break it down for you. It does not have a literal meaning. It has a much deeper metaphorical meaning. You could have your cake, look at it, enjoy the sights, smell the fragrance, but you will not be able to eat it, which might make you miserable to a certain degree. Or you could eat the cake, but guess what? The cake won't be left anymore. So when Manisha Koirala came to India all the way from Nepal and she was auditioning for roles in films, she told a dear friend of hers, and this is something which eventually Imtiaz Ali got to know. Back in the day, when she was auditioning for roles, before she became a famous actress, she always used to maintain one stance. She always used to say, I am happy and satisfied with this life. I'm happy to go out all day and audition for roles in films. And as long as I can pay for it, and as long as I'm happy auditioning for these films, I'll stay here. The moment I get dissatisfied, the moment I hold the tiniest grudge in my heart, I will go back to Nepal. So the crux is that you have to be peaceful and satisfied with the life that you currently have. Now that does not mean that I'm asking you to compromise. That does not mean that I'm asking you to settle for a smaller life. Of course, by all means, I want you to have big dreams, big aspirations and passions and goals for your life. What I'm trying to say, however, is that you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Because if you do that, some aspect, and I mean some crucial aspect of your life or the other, is going to get compromised, which will eventually leave you miserable. So my dear students, you do not want to commit that mistake. Have your cake, be satisfied, be peaceful. Or eat your cake, be satisfied, be peaceful. But you cannot have your cake sitting alongside you and eat it too. So you could be at any stage of your life, climbing up the corporate hierarchy, climbing up the corporate ladder, or you could be at the higher rungs of the corporate ladder already. You could be at the executive level already. You have to be satisfied and peaceful with the life which you already have. Because trust you me, that life is not going to change. And if it has to change, then it should only change with your sheer hard work, diligence, persistence, devotion, and dedication towards your craft each and every day. Everybody is talented. It does not add up to anything. It's the discipline, the everyday discipline, the everyday hard work diligence, commitment to your goals that counts. If you can do that and also be satisfied and peaceful with the life that you already have, then I'm sure that you all will go on climbing up the rungs of the corporate ladder or the aviation ladder. But please try to understand my message. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. So, what I mean is that you cannot be dissatisfied with your current position in life and also go on working hard, be consistent, be dedicated, be devoted, be loyal and committed to your cause each and every day in order to be able to climb up the rungs of the corporate ladder. If you're dissatisfied, you might resort to means which you may not be proud of. And if you are satisfied, I don't want you to become too satisfied. I don't want you to become too complacent in life, so much so that you actually stop working hard towards climbing up the rungs of the success ladder. So you have to work towards both. But you cannot have your cake and eat it too. For you to be able to rise up the rungs, for you to be able to rise up the aviation, the service, the corporate or the business hierarchy, you have to be peaceful and you have to be satisfied with the life that you already have. This is a heartfelt message which I wanted to share with all of my students. And I know that I've tried my best. God bless you all.